What's Your Self Talk? We are here back live talking about how to be a successful entrepreneur. So, thank you for joining. I come here to you every Tuesday and I explore this question, what's your self talk and what are the things that you need to tell yourself? Do you want to be growth mind or fixed mind? Do you want to have a positive outlook or if you want to have a negative input? So, I'm here to bring you again how to be a successful entrepreneur. And what I've learned is this take a lot of different things than what you're probably currently doing and different outlooks on maybe things that's right in front of you then and using them the correct way. So let me jump back to last week. What we talked about was time. How do you use your time as an entrepreneur? Do you have to give up time with friends, family members? Do you have to give up time with um, just things that's going to be taken away from building your business? Sacrifice. What are the sacrifices you have to make? Your weekends, maybe like once again, time away from family or personal sacrifices, maybe financial sacrifices. What are the things that you need to do? And also focus. We understand that you will get more accomplished when you focus in on your one goal. But if you try to do multiple of things, then guess what? You start trying to do everything and then you become discouraged. All right. So, but this time we're going to talk about how do you be a successful entrepreneur and what are some more things that you can start working towards and start grabbing onto the different mindset. Now I have to tell you, you have to make sure you keep coming back because I have some special treats and some special individuals who have been very helpful, who given me their time to make sure that they invest in your future. And they are successful entrepreneurs and they are doing the things that we all want to do. We want to have more freedom. We want to have more time. We maybe want to have money, or maybe we just want to run our own schedule. So understanding the things that we need to do and put things in place and then follow those type of systems on a day-to-day basis is what will get you to be a successful entrepreneur. And so I've talked to those, I've read with these people, I've sat down and talk with these people. Excuse me, I didn't read with these people, but I read books from these people, and I've also sat down and talked with these people. So one specifically guy that I want you to go and take a look at, Nick Sigo. He has a great book out saying how to be 4 steps on becoming a successful entrepreneur. And so you can go to Amazon, you can be able to get this book. You can get it for $12.59, or you can get the Kindle. But I'll tell you this, even look at that, 308 reviews. See, and this book just came out August 17th. That lets you know. Just almost a month in. Now, this is so grateful. This is so great because if you are a normal employee, but you like, man, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be able to make my own schedule. I want to be able to do my own thing. Then this is the book that you can walk through. And these are some of the things that I've had a chance to learn from, implement from, and be able to work specifically with his team and with him as well. So he's just one of many, but that's where I'm grabbing all this information. And two, I'm putting it into play. I'm allowing it to meditate in my head and saying, okay, Jabari, do you need to do this or do you need to do that? Where do you need to spend your time? Because as entrepreneurs, sometimes it can be a lonely journey because other people do not understand the mindset that you have to embrace. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So what is the first thing that you have to do to be a successful entrepreneur? First, for today is you have to declare. You have to be able to declare what it is you want. I want to reach 2,000 people and I want to be able to bring a course to you that teaches you how to build your self-talk. And I want you to embrace the mindset that you need to embrace in today's reality and understand the constant fight it's going to take. And I want to provide that at a reasonable cost because what I understand is so much information out there that you don't know what is the proper information to take in and how you need to apply it for your life and how it's going to be successful for your life. I see a lot of information out there and it's like, I just want this one thing. But for me, or maybe you see something and have like 10 things, but I just want to know that one thing. I want to make this course something that is going to be all of that one thing that you need. Something that is like, all right, what's my self-talk in this area of my life? How do I need to improve it? And what are the things that I need to monitor so that I can see if I am improving or I'm not improving it? Okay, so declare, what do you want to do? Start talking it out, because when you start talking out your goals and your dreams and what are the things you want to do as an entrepreneur, other people start to look at you and say, okay, well, I look forward to seeing how you're going to do there. Now, I don't say that so you can please others, because that's not, but it's already good to have an internal drive. But when you tell others and you declare what are your goals and what you want to accomplish for yourself, it kind of puts a little bit more good pressure on you, because now you're like, well, they're looking for me to follow through in this journey, or they're looking for me to follow through on this goal. So that's what you have to do. Second, we're going to be, what do you think is going to be? Power of thought. Let me tell you something. It is something in the back of our head called the reticular activating system. All of us have it unless we have some type of medical condition. And the job of the RAS is to focus in on whatever you tell it to focus on. And literally, if you focus on a positive thought, your mind and your body will start to go in. So let me take that back. So your mind and body will respond to what you're thinking. So if you're thinking something positive, then guess what? Your body will have a positive outlook. It will have a fun outlook. But if you're thinking something negative, then your body's going to respond in that way. Your tone is going to respond in that way. So the power of thought is so crucial. And the people that I sit down with understand this. Anik understand this, and real successful entrepreneur understand this. Because you cannot tell yourself you're going to be good at something. You can't say it out loud if you do not believe it. And even if it's hard for you to believe something, that's why repetition is the mother of learning. Because you have to relearn some of the old junk you put in your head when it comes to money, when it comes to business, when it comes to treating people, when it comes to business. And if you don't understand the power of thought, you're going to lose in this game of entrepreneur, and you can lose this game in life. And I don't want that to be you. How many times have you heard somebody say, oh, man, that person died at 30, but they didn't leave their body until they was like 70 or 80? Like, why would you want that for yourself? And it's because we do not take in the power of thought. I want to share the story with you. This just happened today. I was coming in from my business. We was pretty excited about to have a big account with a company here in town. But as we were leaving, I was with the owner. We was walking out the door, and as we was walking out the door, they was about to get ready to close, and it was a lady. She was asking for help because she didn't want the doors to close, because she needed to get in there and pay for her bill. And I said, yeah, absolutely, ma'am. So I went in there and I said, hey, it's a young lady coming in here. I need you to make sure you hold the doors open for her, because she absolutely have to be in here. And so she came through the door, but what got me was her cry for help. I believe we all want help, but sometimes we have to be willing to understand what are the things we need to do for ourselves. And the way she said help, it hurt. It broke my heart, because it was a desperate cry for help. But it also made me start thinking, like, when we say help, how much are we willing to help ourselves when we can? Sometimes we need others. I understand that. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you want to declare this goal for yourself, and when you want to declare this outcome for your life, how much are you willing to take control of the thing that you need to do? And as when I think of the power of thought, is we have the right thoughts that come to us, but then we get flooded with all these negative thoughts. Hey, I wanna be a successful entrepreneur. Oh, you can't do that. You don't know how to do this. You never heard of this. You have no experience in this. You are not skilled at doing this. All this negative hitters. But we're not willing to push back and say, you know what? Even though I don't understand how to do this, I can read. I can put myself around those individuals. I can go out and do it until I get better at it over and over and over. That's the power of thought. And when you bring those thoughts into action, that's when you get more confidence in the direction you're going. All right. So the power of thought is so critical when it comes to entrepreneur, because sometimes you can just be you, and you got to understand, what direction am I going? Why am I going this way? Next, last but not least, we have self-development. Now, power of thought and self-development can be almost the same thing, but self-development is you developing yourself. Because at this time, if you take control of the power of your thoughts, then what's next? You need to develop yourself. I love Grant Cardone. He said this, that you cannot trust yourself. And the reason he said that is because you can't trust yourself to get to this goal that you want to declare. Maybe you've declared that I want to do this in my business. I want to do this for my family, or I want to make this amount of money, or I want to lose this weight. Whatever that is, you do not know how to do that right now. Let's be honest. You don't know how to do that. Although that's what you want, you don't know how to do it. So what you have to do is develop yourself into learning how to do that. And when you develop yourself, that's when you look into other people. Think about it on a spiritual basis. If as a Christian, you have to trust in Jesus, because when you have faith in someone who's been on this journey, who have empathy for you and who can help you through those hard times, you can't trust yourself. You have to trust someone else. Same thing in business. If you are having a successful business or want to have a successful business, but right now you don't have a successful business, or maybe you don't even have a business, then guess what? You have to go to those who have a successful business. You have to go to those who understand how to have a successful business. And then only then will you develop into that individual. So self-development is so crucial. Having coaches, having people going around other individuals, going to conferences. So I'm excited to continue to bring this series to you, because not only one, would it give me an opportunity to see how I can be able to work with you one-on-one, or even come to your event and speak to your company or your group or even your school. But this is something that you have to embrace. Self-development does not stop after you graduate from school. Once again, self-development does not stop. Matter of fact, self-development starts when you get out of school. And I think everybody's in a different season, but what I've learned is that I have applied so much more after I got out of college, after I got into the real world and learned so much more about myself than when I was in college, because I'm putting it into action. So self-development is so crucial. So I want you to take hint of the three things we talked about. Declare your goals. Declare the things that you want to get better at. Declare it to the right people. And understand that they believe you can do it, but you're going to have to put in some work. I love my mentor. He said, all right, well, put in the work. That's what you're going to have to do. Power of thought. Your power of the thoughts that you have are so critical. And if you don't take control of those thoughts, then those thoughts are going to be in control of you. And self-development. You can't trust yourself right now, but that's okay. You have to be willing to trust others who've been to where you're at, you have to trust others who are in the position that you want to be in, and listen to their advice and listen to what they're saying, because it's not going to make sense. And that's the point. But just remember, if I say, I want to have this successful business, I want to have a successful marriage, I want to have this amount of money, I want to have free time, I don't want to have to do this, I want to do more of that. Whatever you want to do more of, listen to those people who have got to those points, who have accomplished that. And being a successful entrepreneur specifically have to do with business. And that specifically say, how can I do better? And who do I need to listen to more and listen to less of? Don't listen to someone who is not a successful entrepreneur and they're giving you advice. If that advice not work for them, then it's not going to work for you. I just believe that. Now, that's not true for everybody, but that's my personal philosophy. So take it or leave it. So thank you for watching. Come again next Tuesday, and I'm going to continue to explore with you how to be a successful entrepreneur. So if you're somebody that loves what I'm talking about and you want to embrace more of this mentality and you want to tap into this what's your self-talk, and you don't want to wait no more for me to come to a business or go having a speaking, and you want to sit down one-on-one with me, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to talk to you more specifically about what are the things that we can do to start embracing this mindset that you have, this what's your self-talk mentality, and having that positive, having that growth mindset. Okay. But other than that, share this with one person and allow yourself to take advantage of today. Today is the opportunity to take action and do what you need to do and don't hold back. Okay? So you know the question that I always ask and take control of what you're going to say when you ask yourself that question. In every situation you face, you ask yourself that question and then you say, what is the answer? Do you believe it or not? Feed more into believing, then your body will start to believe it more. It may be a little hard for some, it may be easy for some of you. But I want you to go and take action and learn. But until next time, ask that real important question. What's your self talk?